it's Tuba Billy. Man, there's been so much going on while I've been away. We've got a man who dresses as a woman and displays every demeaning caricature of a young girl. Now the face of Bud Light, literally on the cans, and the backlash from that. We've got trans terrorists plotting and actually killing Christians and other conservatives. It is definitely a messed up time. So, and one thing that I have pointed out many times in my my little Twitter debates. They're not really debates because they're all one-sided. I present the facts, they present insults. Anyway, just name one new gun law that would have prevented either the Nashville shooting or let's see, there's the Orlando shooting during Easter. There's one at a gas station. Name one new gun law or one existing gun law that would have prevented any of these shootings. Name one. Make a video. Tag me in it. Tear that argument apart. There are no more gun laws that we could institute that would prevent gun violence. There are over 400 million guns in America. There's more guns than people. Getting rid of all the guns in America, there's no way. That is physically impossible. If you make guns illegal to own, guess who's still going to have guns? The criminals. If you do universal background checks, the only way to really impose that is to have a gun registry to know where every single person's gun is. And then history shows whenever there's a gun registry, the next step is gun confiscation. So, and then you're still going to have those dreaded ghost guns that Biden talked about for a while that aren't registered. Let's see what else. Oh yeah, high capacity magazines, whatever that means. Depends on the day what that number is. Sometimes it's 5, sometimes it's 8, sometimes it's 15. Who knows? But banning those, it wouldn't do anything because it takes about 1 second for someone to practice changing out a magazine. So you could have, 25 round magazines and you'd have a ton of bullets at your disposal. In fact, the worst mass shooting in American history, Virginia Tech, used handguns and a bunch of magazines. So there goes your assault rifle ban idea that it's going to solve all crime. Let's see, what else? Yeah, so the left, their end game is to get rid of guns. That's their only goal, is to get rid of guns, and they'll do it one gun law at a time. If they can't outright ban them, they'll make them so expensive that the average citizen who needs a gun for self-defense can't afford one. The original gun laws, gun control laws, were actually racist. They barred blacks from owning guns. And if we use the leftist logic, poor people are predominantly in the minority. So if you're going to make guns so unaffordable, well, guess who's going to be the first ones who can't afford guns? That would be the poor people, and in your logic, the blacks, the minorities, the BIPOC, the black indigenous people of color. I think it's what it's also. Anyway, so yeah, so gun control is racist. There's so many So many that I could keep going on, but Colion Noir is a great advocate for the Second Amendment. He's a lawyer, Second Amendment lawyer. What is this dude doing? Anyway, there. Woo. All right. So he's a Second Amendment lawyer. He's got a ton of arguments where he breaks down every single leftist argument against guns and just, absolutely destroys it with facts and logic. Facts don't care about your feelings, little snowflake. So and then this morning I saw on Twitter that Pete Buttigieg, the booty guy, his husband tweeted, if conservatives are going to boycott Bud Light for putting Dillon Mulvaney on the can, are they going to boycott water because trans people drink water? That has got to be the most illogical, insanely idiotic thing that someone could say. It makes absolutely no sense. There's plenty of trans people that don't drink Bud Light. There's plenty of conservatives that don't drink Bud Light. So all that is it's a jab, it's an insult, and it's really petty, especially for someone in a relative position of power. Being married to the transportation secretary, it is that was just, I can't believe how stupid that tweet was. The fact that they're putting Dillon Mulvaney on the can of Bud Light when his entire existence has been an act. He's an actor. He was on Broadway. Pretty good actor, especially when you look at the last year. 365 days of girlhood. Notice it's not womanhood. And the things that he does, the things that he talks about, the way that he acts, is a degrading caricature of all the negative stereotypes of being a girl. All of them. The giggliness, the pettiness, the happy la 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 la. That's an adolescent girl, and all of those stereotypes. So, yeah, he's still perpetuating the misogynist stereotypes of womanhood, and not even women, girls. He's pretending to be an adolescent girl when he's a man in his 20s. You can have all the surgeries you want, but you are still going to have male DNA. You're still going to have male bone structure. When someone digs your bones up, they aren't going to be able to tell if you are a trans man, trans woman, if you were an activist, if you had your genitals cut off. They're going to see your bone structure. They're going to see your pelvis, for one. A man's pelvis is differently shaped than a woman's pelvis. A woman's pelvis is shaped so it can give birth to a child. A man's pelvis is not. It's down to every fiber of your being is either male or female. So that just destroys the trans argument now. A trans woman is a woman. No. A trans woman is a man dressed up and woman facing. You got black facing, which is bad. It's racist. So would woman facing then be misogynist? Yeah, I would say so. It's all those ist, racist, ist and icks, I guess, homophobic, misogynist. Anyway, but Dillon Mulvaney is one thing, and he is a narcissist. He wants it all about him. He wants all the pomp and circumstance, all the celebration of him being an actor. And what's really sad, though, is, you know, there are women who have been women their entire lives. They aren't on the cover or on the can of Bud Light. You know, my mom has been a mother, has been a woman for 60 years, and has done all the things that a woman needs to do. She's raised 3 boys. Sorry, I have 4 kids. Raised three boys. Survived that somehow. And has been through a lot as far as motherhood goes. But where's her, you know, where's her production of, you know, people getting up and singing praises of being a woman? No, Dillon gets it because he's been a girl for a year. No, he puts on a dress. He says, "Celebrate the bulge. Look at my package," and this tiny mini skirt. Nike now gives him the spokesman for their new sports bra, which I guess, you know, sure, that's a great idea. You know, if you got nothing to hold up, a sports bra will do great. But, you know, all these people are getting mad at Dillon. You know, Dillon, as horrible as he is, he's a capitalist. I mean, he's making bank on all of these sponsorships. And so I can't blame Dillon, really, for taking them. I blame these corporations. And I look at Dillon and said, dude, you even said the majority of your followers are of a younger demographic, so I'm going to say the word, groomer. Much? Anyway, it's just a messed up world that we live in right now. You know, days after a Christian school was shot up by a woman pretending to be a man, the White House says that trans people are under attack in America, and that trans people are the soul of America. Gosh, I remember when gosh, if the roles were reversed, can you imagine what they would say? I bet you could, and I can too. So it's just sad. It's sad that Biden and his administration are being so divisive, that the world we live in is literally a fulfillment of prophecy. Love of men, white crows, cold. Good will be evil, and evil will be good. It's just insane. And with that, I say good day. Please be excellent to each other. Tuba Billy signing out. God be with you till we meet again.